Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news. When we think about the Detroit Lions and their recent trajectory, one thing that stands out is how quickly the team has evolved and how much they've grown over the past few seasons. From a franchise that struggled for decades, the Lions have become a legitimate contender, especially on the offensive side. Now, with a significant shakeup happening in the division, there's a lot to talk about, and it all centers around the NFL's coaching carousel and the ripple effects it's creating in the NFC North. So, let's set the stage here. The Lions have been riding a wave of innovative coaching, a strong roster, and a renewed sense of purpose. Head coach Dan Campbell has turned the team's culture upside down, instilling grit, resilience, and a relentless attitude. But as much as Campbell has been the face of Detroit's resurgence, one of the biggest reasons for their recent offensive success has been the work of their offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. And folks, this isn't just any coordinator. Johnson has been pivotal in transforming Jared Goff into one of the league's most efficient quarterbacks, leading the Lions to a top-5 offense in yards and points for 3 straight seasons. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Ben Johnson, after doing an incredible job with the Lions, decided to accept the head coaching position with the Chicago Bears this offseason. And let me tell you, that move sent shockwaves through the NFC North. It's not every day that an offensive coordinator of Johnson's caliber leaves a team as hot as Detroit to take over a division rival. The Lions' offense, which has been a juggernaut, might look a little different this year, but the impact of Johnson's departure goes beyond just the X's and O's. It's about the shift in power, the changing of the guard, and how Detroit will respond to this new challenge. Brad Holmes, the Lions' general manager, recently spoke about Johnson's move on the Green Light podcast with Chris Long, and his words give us a lot of insight into what's really happening behind the scenes. Holmes expressed genuine happiness for Johnson's success, but also admitted that he was a bit surprised to see him land with a division rival. Holmes said he thought Chicago would probably be the last destination for Johnson, or at least he hoped so, which underscores how highly he regarded his former offensive coordinator. When Holmes says he didn't see Johnson leaving for Chicago coming, it's a testament to how unexpected and significant this move is. Holmes added that he was caught off guard until he received the news directly from Johnson, and that moment of brief communication before Johnson left for Chicago was meaningful. Holmes, ever the professional, was quick to praise Johnson's coaching ability, calling him a hell of a coach, and recognizing that the Bears are fortunate to have someone of his talent. But you could tell that behind the praise there's a twinge of surprise, maybe even a bit of disappointment, that his trusted offensive mind is now working against him in the same division. It's a reminder of how interconnected the league is, how coaching trees intertwine, and how every move can have a ripple effect on the entire NFC North. Now, let's talk about what Johnson's departure could mean for the Lions' offense. Jared Goff, who has been phenomenal under Johnson's guidance, has posted 3 consecutive 400-yard passing seasons. That's no small feat, especially considering how the Lions have evolved from a ground-and-pound team to a prolific passing offense. Under Johnson, Detroit became one of the most exciting teams in the league, with a balanced attack that kept defenses guessing. The chemistry between Goff and Johnson was apparent, and it's safe to say that their rapport played a crucial role in the Lions' success. But what about this year? The Lions have already announced that offensive coordinator Ben Johnson will be replaced by veteran coach and former Jets offensive coordinator, Dave Holcomb, who has a long history in the league. Holcomb has been involved in the NFL for years, with stops at the Jets and with the Denver Broncos, where he served as passing game coordinator. His experience, especially working under Sean Payton, adds a layer of stability and innovation that Detroit can build upon. Still, it's natural for fans to wonder what changes, if any, this new era will bring to Detroit's offensive identity. While Holmes has been quick to reassure fans that there won't be any wholesale changes, he also acknowledged that some new wrinkles will be introduced. That's football, after all evolution, not revolution. Campbell, as head coach, still runs the show, and his philosophy will continue to shape the offense. Holmes emphasized that because both Johnson and Morton, the new offensive coordinator, were involved in the 2022 season under Campbell's oversight, the transition will be smooth. Still, it's understandable that fans will be watching closely to see how the offense adapts and continues to improve. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture. The Lions are not just a team trying to make the playoffs, they're a franchise aiming for sustained greatness. Their recent success, including back-to-back playoff appearances and a promising core of young talent like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, and linebacker Jack Campbell, shows that the foundation is solid. The offensive line, led by Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell, is among the best in the league, giving Goff plenty of protection to work his magic. The defense, with stars like Aiden Hutchinson and a rising secondary, complements the offense well. But with Johnson's departure, there's a question of how the Lions will adapt and continue to push forward. Will they be able to replicate the offensive productivity they've had over the past few years? Or will this be a turning point where other teams begin to catch up? The NFC North is becoming increasingly competitive, with the Minnesota Vikings also making moves to improve, and the Green Bay Packers not far behind, especially if Jordan Love continues to develop as expected. The Bears, under new head coach Matt Eberflus and now with Johnson at the helm, are looking to rebuild their offense around young quarterback Caleb Williams, who they drafted in this year's draft. Williams, regarded as one of the most talented quarterback prospects in recent history, will now have Johnson's expertise to help him develop into a star. That's a storyline to watch closely, how Johnson's offensive philosophy shapes the Bears' attack and whether they can challenge Detroit's dominance in the division. And here's a little deeper dive into Ben Johnson himself. This guy has a remarkable football mind. He started his coaching career as an assistant at the college level before making his way into the NFL, eventually joining Detroit in 2021. His work with Jared Goff has been nothing short of transformative. Under Johnson, Goff has become a top-tier quarterback, with a career high in yards, touchdowns, and efficiency. Johnson's creative play calling and ability to adapt to his personnel have made Detroit's offense one of the most unpredictable and dangerous in the league. Johnson's influence extends beyond just X's and O's. He's known for his leadership and ability to develop young players, which is why he's being considered for head coaching jobs himself. His move to Chicago is a testament to his rising stock in the NFL coaching ranks, but it also leaves a void in Detroit, one that Holmes and Campbell will need to fill carefully. The team's success this season may depend on how well they can replicate Johnson's innovative scheme and maintain their offensive momentum. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, there's plenty of optimism in Detroit. The Lions are viewed as one of the favorites in the NFC, thanks to their balanced roster, strong coaching staff, and a clear vision for sustained success. But the league is always unpredictable, and coaching changes like this can shift the landscape quickly. The challenge now is for Holmes, Campbell, and the entire team to adapt and show that they can continue to thrive, even with a new offensive coordinator calling the shots. And let's not forget the fans. Detroit fans have been waiting for this moment for decades. A team that competes at the highest level and has a real shot at the Super Bowl. The excitement around the team's future is palpable, and this coaching shakeup adds a new chapter to that story. It's the kind of drama that keeps us on the edge of our seats, wondering how this new chapter will unfold and what surprises lie ahead in the NFC North and beyond. So, as we close this deep dive, it's clear that the departure of Ben Johnson for Chicago is more than just a coaching move. It symbolizes a shift in the NFC North's power dynamics and sets the stage for an exciting season of football. The Lions remain a team to watch, with a lot of talent and a winning culture that's already proven itself. But the road ahead will test their resilience, their adaptability, and their hunger for greatness. And I, for one, can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now, as we look at the bigger picture, it's impossible to ignore the fact that Detroit's offensive success has become a blueprint for other teams trying to find their identity. The Lions have shown that investing in coaching, developing young talent, and adopting a flexible, innovative approach can turn a franchise around. This season, fans are hopeful that the team can carry that momentum forward, even with Johnson's departure. The key will be how well Campbell and Holmes can adjust and continue to push the envelope. And speaking of the division, the NFC North is shaping up to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. The Vikings have been aggressive in their offseason moves, trying to improve their roster and make a push back into playoff contention. Green Bay, with Jordan Love now fully taking the reins as the starting quarterback, is looking to re-establish itself as a force in the division. Meanwhile, the Bears, under Johnson's leadership, are aiming to reinvent their offense. And with Caleb Williams at the helm, things could get very interesting very quickly. The Lions, of course, remain the team to beat, but they'll need to stay sharp and innovative to maintain their edge. So, what does this all mean for you, the passionate Lions fan? It means that we're entering an exciting chapter, filled with challenges, opportunities, and plenty of storylines to follow. Will Detroit be able to overcome the coaching change and keep their offensive firepower intact? Can Jared Goff continue to elevate his game and lead the team to new heights? How will the NFC North shake out with all these moving parts? These are questions that only time will answer, but one thing is certain. Fans like us are in for an incredible ride this season. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize that the Lions are on a trajectory that could see them competing deep into the playoffs and possibly challenging for the Super Bowl. The foundation is solid, the coaching staff is talented, and the players are hungry. Sure, losing Ben Johnson is a blow, but it's also a testament to how well the team has been built that they're already looking ahead and planning for success. The NFL is a league of adjustments, and Detroit is showing that they're ready to adapt and face whatever comes their way. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Johnson's move to Chicago? Are you confident in how Holmes and Campbell will handle the transition? Do you believe this will make the Lions even stronger, or do you think it will pose a significant challenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Lions. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep this Lions family growing stronger every day. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive. The season is just around the corner, and the excitement is building. Whether it's the upcoming draft, training camp battles, or the first games of the year, there's so much to look forward to. The Lions are on the rise, and with your support, we can keep pushing this team towards greatness. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this is your home for all things Detroit Lions. Until next time, stay passionate, stay loud, and let's go Lions.